Yeah, awesome cause. Obviously, it's very close to a few guys at our club, Fags and Joey. So yeah, we love getting on board and helping out where we can, raise awareness, giving them a bit of money. So great cause, and yeah, we're all behind Neil for sure.
Was there a story a couple of years ago? Did Fags buy everyone a beanie, or did everyone buy? I'm trying to remember what that was.
Yeah. Fags gets 2 boxes of beanies. He buys 1 box, and then the other box is bought by the players. So he pretty much matches what the players puts in, sends it all down to Neil. So it's obviously very close to Fags because him and Neil are very, very tight, and yeah, it's hard to see, I guess, him deteriorate. But yeah, we're certainly on board and backing him the whole way.
Does Joe say much about it? Does it affect him at all, or you know?
Joe's a quiet sort of character anyway, and he doesn't really speak too much in that aspect. But yeah, we know that it's not about him talking and stuff like that. It's about him knowing that he's got the support of the whole club, players, staff, everyone upstairs included. So he certainly knows that with the amount of work we do.
Any plans for it this year? I mean, Fags did it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think Fags has a special beanie. He's got like a number 41 for. He was the 41st bloke to go down the slide, and he reckons it was one of the more memorable ones. Certainly won't be forgotten when he pulled the string off the bone. But yeah, I haven't heard anything of us having anything planned, but we always do something. I think we had Mitch Robbo and those guys. You know, Rob Vlogs, he'll get involved somehow. So. Yeah, he'll definitely be on.
Bez, how was the review yesterday?
Yeah, it was like Zork said the other day. It was good. It was confronting. Yeah, we need to tidy up a few little things on team defence.
What was the most confronting?
Oh, just like I guess our trademark stuff that we hold ourselves to wasn't quite to the standard we want, and yeah, we show those to hold guys to account, and we certainly did that.
It could have been easy to sort of just keep going at a level, but you turned it around. I mean, can you take that as a positive?
Yeah. I was just saying the first quarter, obviously they come out and played really good football, and we were poor. But then the next 90 minutes of football was really good for us. We had a lot of shots, played in our forward half. It was just more around converting those shots to, I guess, easier shots or goals rather than points.
But it's not the first time you've come in and grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and turned it. You did it a couple of weeks ago. You've done it again on the weekend. Is that a role that you just go, someone's got to jump in and do it, or is it you're given the directive to get in and get your hands on the ball more, or what's the?
I guess it's just one of those things that's part of the role, and if you work hard enough, you do get to find the footy a little bit. So it was nice on the weekend. I don't really have games like that, but it was nice to get a few extra touches and get up around that 20 mark, and then go on from there. But yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess, when you sense it's a tight game, you've got to be able to stand up and win the contested ball. And yeah, I guess that's one of my strengths, and try and do that to, I guess, inspire the guys around me.
You'll lead it this weekend, won't you?
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be a big part of the game.
That's one of their strengths too in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got some real good midfielders and big bodies in there. Will Brodie, one of my good mates, up there, is playing some great footy. So yeah, it's going to be on.
Jarrod, what do you made like the past month? Like, you guys have played teams outside the sort of top 8, lost one. Sort of what do you made of that form over the month? And has it been hard to lift on a weekly basis?
No, it's definitely. I guess it's part of the season that you're in at the moment, where it's a bit of a grind. Every team sort of feels that grind. Bodies are sore, guys are travelling interstate, etc. So it is a tough part of the season, but it's one of those things. Like whoever you face, it's always a tough game. We've faced guys when they're going really well, teams that are going really well, and then we've got teams when they're, I guess, not actually. Playing their best footy necessarily, but come off a loss or something like that, so they're fired up and ready to go. I don't feel like we've had an easy game this year, and every team's definitely brought it to us.
And now you've got this like run against teams who are like sort of up there with you. So how much do you think that you'll have to lift?
Yeah, it's going to be a good test. I think if we play our best footy, we'll definitely match with those teams, and they'll be really good games. So I love the challenge, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and what do you make of their win over the D's the other night?
I didn't actually watch it. I just saw the scoreline at the end, so I couldn't comment on the game necessarily. But yeah, to win over the reigning premiers is a really good effort, especially at the MCG. Yeah.
Fife, if he's playing, does that make how much of a difference does that make to what you guys do?
Not too much. It's more around what we do and how we play our best footy at this point. And yeah, Fife's a great player, and he's come off a extended time on the bench, and yeah, he'll be certainly looked at like any other player, and yeah, we'll just take it as it comes. If he plays, if he doesn't worry us.
If he does, are you hoping there's a bit of rust? It takes a bit of time to find the touch and feel that.
Yeah, definitely. He's obviously he's got all the individual accolades and stuff like that, but yeah, we hope there's a bit of rust there. It takes him a little bit to get going.
Jarrod, you were saying before about your game on the weekend, how you like getting more sort of, touches, and you don't always get that chance. Do you feel that with the depth in the squad at the moment that you're always under sort of pressure, like, not just you, like everyone, to sort of have those games?
Yeah, definitely. I think the beauty of our club is we don't rate guys on disposals and stuff like that, so it's more about our running patterns and how we actually help our defence, and all the stuff that you don't necessarily see on the TV and what the I guess the fans see on the stats board. So that's a great thing about our club. We really rate that, and if we can play to our trademark, yeah, we're I guess pumped up by the coaches and celebrated for doing that. So it's not about the touches. It was just, I guess, lucky enough I was able to get a few on the weekend, but next week it might be someone else. It might be Huey coming. It might be Zorks. It just share the load sort of set up.
How was Huey?
Going well. Yeah, we're expecting him to travel with us and play.
Make a big difference to you?
Yeah, he always does. That class, that ball use, his power running. Yeah, he always makes a big difference.
Just about that start, how much of a rev, a wake-up call, a rocket did you get, and do you feel? I mean, is it something you guys know yourself, or is the coaches come in and give you a kick up the backside? Or?
It was a really pleasing thing on the weekend. It was actually internally from the players. We gave it to ourselves, I guess. It was midway through that first quarter, we're actually able to start to wrestle momentum back, start winning centre bounce, and then put the score on the board. And I think we were only about 12, 13 points behind at quarter time, which is yeah, really pleasing to see that as a growth of our team, to be able to recognise it. Yeah, the leaders step up, and then everyone else follows suit.
So you can't afford to do that over this next month, though, because teams that are in the top four, like they have the potential to bury you, can't they?
Yes, yeah, certainly. And like I said before about the teams not going so well and stuff like that, they were coming up to try and take our scalp, and they certainly come out early on and tried to do that. So yeah, we're going to be ready, and we're going to be prepared for that, as we're at the top of the ladder and we are a scalp to take. So it's important that we are ready for those scenarios and don't let teams get jumps on us.
How's Joe?
Yeah, Joey's going well. Training the house down, and he should be ready in the next couple of weeks.
Is there any contact yet?
You'd have to ask him of that one. I'm not the S&C bloke, but he looks like he's going all right. He's bench pressing good. Strap the shoulder up, and you'll be no worries.